Pour the booze, couple lighthouse in a pool. Let's dry ourselves off like the blue. You can grab your nightgown sheet, nightgown sheet, nightgown sheet. Turn the lights down, turn it right around and fall in.
repetitions. I'm really here to just set the tone. You were never heard before. I hope your vibes real nice, nice. And give it up one time for Blacktop Megaphone. Production out of sight, and he's a lonely boy. Slinging tapes at the trunk, oh my God, no. Hey, this groove so hard. I don't mind if I do. I'm gonna give me some of you too. I don't mind if I do, and I don't mind if you do. Just groove, just groove.
This one on, and I did not go into IMDb like I was supposed to. You're listening to BlurdDotRadio. I am your host, Mike Sidham. To my left is co-host Steve.
Yeah, my mic moved a little bit, so yeah, I'm here, ready. Yeah,
let me transition. For those who have joined on YouTube, you know the show is usually 2 hours long. Maybe I couldn't figure out how to stream until just now. You know, these things happen. It happens all the time.
It's all good.
Yeah. So again, to my left, co-host Steve.
I'm ready now.
There's his IG tag.
Yeah, there we have it.
Next to him, what's up?
Oh yeah, I couldn't see it on the screen. So
next to him is DJ Alokari.
Yo,
DJ Alokari.
Here is his screen. He's not Steve.
No.
If Steve, there he is. That's him.
DJ
He's right there.
Alokari.
Oh, this guy.
Alokari.
how many tags you got?
Our very special guests this evening are Angele, Anise,
Hi.
and Ashley A. Woods.
Hey.
What was that you laughing? Angele, we just heard some of your music. Did you want to say a few words about what we just heard?
Well, you know, there comes a time. Never mind, I'm just kidding. It's my music. Again, I've been working with a great friend, Mathian, who's a songwriting genius. So shout out to Mathian. Most of that was from his album Ology, which is on Spotify now. DJ Alokari fell in love after 2 plays. So
Fire.
And that last one, Air Mega, is work I've done with Blacktop Megaphone. Homie in Thailand right now, but he's great as well. So yes, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a live recording soon.
Okay.
So
nice.
Those are just previews.
Well, there you go. And where can people find the live recording and other music of yours when it drops?
I have a website. angele-anise.com, and there's my first EP that I put out but was too shy to tell anyone about. It's called Aive, and it plays on my page. And I have 2 other EPs that I just randomly did. They're only on SoundCloud, but there's one called Songs in ADD and another one called 120 beats per minute, beats per second. Wow, 120 beats per minute. That's not something you want to hear.
That's a slow song.
Yeah.
Lots of lean would have to go in there.
Lots.
Well, thank you very much, Angele.
Of course.
So, listener at home, all 2 of you, we are going to go into the trailer segment of the evening.
Love the 2 of you.
Yes, we do.
This week we have 2 sumptuous trailers for you.
Sumptuous.
That's the word I'm using. SUMPTIOUS. I can only spell words if I don't envision the word. If I envision it immediately, I don't know.
It's not one of those UOU S's.
I also could have spelled it wrong. Listen,
Yeah, I
I
don't-
slept through most
that's
of high
not-
school.
Yeah. Oh, well,
And then I went to state school for English. You don't learn much there. So our two sumptuous trailers of the evening are one for Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey.
The Harley Quinn movie.
That one Harley Quinn movie.
It's a Harley Quinn movie.
They've been like saying Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey.
Yeah, this whole time.
Yeah.
I feel like in the last month,
Yeah,
they've
they've
said
been
Birds of
saying
Prey.
that.
I feel like in the last month it's been Birds of Prey.
This
But
one
like
says
it's
Birds
been
of
Harley
Prey.
Quinn the whole entire time.
Yeah.
and then it's like the fantabulous emancipation of the Harley Quinn. I think.
Yeah, it's a lot of long multi-syllabic words.
In other words,
No.
this character has made us a lot of money. Let's give her a movie.
Hey, listen, Harley Quinn inspires lots of white women. Our other trailer for the evening is going to be we talked about New Mutants last week, and then they had the gall to drop a new trailer the day after we talked about it that shows superpowers.
Bro, you're trash.
He just called me trash to my face. I'm sitting right here. That hurts so bad.
Just saying.
Jesus, I'm gonna cry on camera. Steve, let me get some of that beer to put on. I'm not gonna do this. That was a joke. So New Mutants. We are going to discuss the new details that have been revealed about that movie. Who knows? Maybe it'll garner some interest in this movie that is otherwise not interesting at all.
Why
But
are
first,
you
The
lying?
comment section is hilarious though. The comment, like if you checked out the comment section, it's hilarious.
well, we will talk more about that after we figure out where we're starting this this trailer.
I
Here.
thought you were gonna try that.
That's about right.
Oh, you know where we're going to start it? With Harley Quinn sniffing cocaine.
Nice.
I know that happens at 54 seconds because I made a GIF out of it. All right, you ready?
Are we doing this?
It never works, but we're gonna try this out.
Are we about to do this?
Wait, first we got to show that people put it on 53.
53.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
Jesus, what?
All right. 53.
All right. So we see the people shooting at the bricks of coke.
Okay. Yep. I'm
All right.
ready.
1, 2, 3, ma. God, it never works.
But it turns out that wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation.
She just hit somebody with cocaine.
He's after all of us. The kid just robbed him. You betrayed him. You killed his BFF.
What?
You are so cool.
Oh.
You never.
Why is their mouths
You're
so
dumb enough to
small?
be building a case against him. So
Why is no one in
unless
a
we all want to
costume?
die very
Black Mask
unpleasant
is in the
death,
costume.
we're gonna have to work together.
Sure.
Joker's house, Black Mask, sniffing things again.
Psychologically speaking, vengeance rarely brings the catharsis we hope for. Yeah. Are we ready? You blow up.
All right. Stop.
Yeah. We're done.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait, do we want to show the?
No,
well, it's too
I
late.
don't even care anymore.
You can watch this at home.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
this
whack.
is. News. Well, I'll start off by saying I'm excited for this movie.
Can we just say that Rosie Perez is in this movie? That's cool.
I mean, that's amazing. Rosie Perez has held my heart for a long time.
Just saying.
She was in Do the Right Thing. From that day forward, I was in love with that Soul Train dancer. And I always will be.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this. I think, well, one, drug use. Why wouldn't I want to watch that?
True.
You know, you never get to see superheroes prepare for superheroing with drugs, as you know they do.
Yeah, you gotta get your mind right.
Like, how would Batman not use cannabis at all? Like, all the stress that guy
Batman
goes through.
is sober.
Well, yeah, probably. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he probably uses some sort of ancient Chinese herb that just so happens to be cannabis,
Yeah.
just by a different name.
Or something more infuriating. Maybe maca root, a bit of that in his.
What is macaroon?
Mockery.
It's a thing that people are using right now to be
Is it
more virulent.
Oh yeah. Somebody said that she
It's a bad
zapped
joke,
her boyfriend of his sex drive because she was just like taking so much
Yeah.
root and like
Yeah.
Huh.
yeah.
Well, there
A
you go.
topical joke there, but yeah, it is a thing.
You know, herbal tips here on BlurdDotRadio. Just the tip.
That's what she said.
Again, I'm excited for this movie. I think it's going to be funny. I love corny action movies. So even if like there are plot holes in the story, as long as the action is good, I'm down. Steve, what do you think?
I think we just seen all the action sequences in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yep. You remember what was the movie that was whack? That was before this.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
I like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you would.
Because again, bad action movie.
It's just so
Superheroes.
bad. It'd be okay. Like it's okay for there to be a bad action movie, but they spent money on this.
They did.
You know, and they're not gonna get it back.
I think they
No.
will.
Birds of Prey. Yes, they.
No.
No,
think they're
I
gonna
don't
get
think
it.
so. I don't think they're gonna get it back.
Not at the speed.
Now that they drop, when does this come out?
Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm
IMDb.
supposed to have that.
IMDb, dog.
It's gonna come out quicker than
Is it coming out? It's coming out in February. I think it comes out in February.
So this is our
That
second
would
time
be
talking
smart.
about this.
It comes out and it doesn't come out. They could just like totally milk it and just have it come out
For
in March.
Valentine's,
They can have it come out in March and be Women's History
You
Month.
could.
That is true.
Yeah.
That could work.
Maybe they will have to push it.
I don't
That'll
think they
really mess
will.
with their
I
money.
think
February 7th.
they're
Oh, they're doing
basically
it on
holding a
purpose.
place. So when does Wonder Woman come out?
I don't know.
Not that soon.
Listen, I'll look up one thing. I'm not doing that.
You're not doing
You walk away. You got a phone in your hand right now. Stop playing games on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, trash. DC's trash. Just look trash.
What are you playing over there?
It's a game called Don't Get Fired.
Wonderful. I wonder how many people has actually gotten fired.
Oh, bro, not me yet, baby.
DJ Olokari, what do you think of Birds of Prey?
I mean, I'm more interested in the characters that they have in it. Like that's kind of cool. I'm a little annoyed that like none of the characters really have their outfits on or anything like that. Like that's Cassandra Cain. Like I remember, especially like in the early 2001 or 2 when they first came out with the Black Girl comic books featuring Cassandra Cain. I was like, she was my favorite character like for a while.
Who is Cassandra Cain?
She is she took over for Batgirl for a while or whatever, and like she used to have this dope ass Batgirl mask. Well, it was basically like a Batman outfit that they made into a Batgirl mask, but basically
Isn't that most of the Bat people?
except for hers was like really
It covered her,
covered her
eyes.
whole eyes and everything.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think
she
I
was-
remember this.
I think she was mute, right?
Yeah, and it was before she was trained. Before she got with Batman, she was the first person before Damian that was trained by the League of Shadows and everything. So it was a really interesting story. So it was just like this character that Batman had in his house that was just like wrecking shop and stuff like that. So she's a really powerful character. So I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with her.
Which
But,
one is Cassandra Cain?
She's the little Asian girl.
Oh, that's fine. The one that was sniffing
Oh,
stuff in the
and
car.
she's a pickpocket.
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah. But I mean, and then also a little Smoonier is supposed to be Black Canary. So that's the thing now. Like if a character had black in their name, they're just gonna be played by a
Say
black
the name
person from
again.
now.
I'm sorry.
Smoonier, Usi Smoolier's sister.
Juice.
Juicy
Smoulier.
Smoolier's sister.
Smoulier.
The sibling of
Why don't we
Juicy
ever talk about
Smoulier?
Journey?
Journey Smoonier.
I don't know. She's definitely seems like the more talented one. 'Cause she's
She
been
most
in
definitely
stuff.
is.
What was the sitcom she was on?
Oh, it was it Gullah? She was on Cosby Show for a while.
Is that what I'm
No,
thinking
Full
of?
House. Full House.
She was on Full House.
She was on Full House.
She was.
There were black people on Full House?
Yeah, she was
Michelle's
black
little
friend.
best friend.
She was
What
Michelle's
is
black friend.
so she was the house Negro? Is that what
Wow,
you're saying?
come on, man.
But it ching. Sorry. Continue.
But yeah, I don't know. It's this weird thing about like taking characters and making them black. But you know, it's like imagine if they would have just made her Vixen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Isn't Vixen? Well, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
you know what I mean?
I think they changed the race with Snake Eyes as well.
Yeah.
I don't. Was Snake Eyes originally Asian? And
G.I. Joe Snake Eyes?
Yeah.
right, I don't
Yep.
think he was. Because I think in the movie he's going to be Asian.
I have to
'Cause he
assume
was-
that because it was G.I. Joe that he was white.
No, he was white.
One of the
He was
heroes.
white.
Like, you know,
Yep.
he didn't rhyme in every sentence. He didn't say anything too stereotypical.
He didn't dance.
Nah.
He does. He is a ninja, so I guess you could switch
But
him
I
to
mean, he
Asian.
light on his feet.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's.
yeah.
But the thing that
Bet
that
you he plays
bothers
ping
me a
pong
little
really
bit,
well.
The thing that bothers me a little bit about like changing Black Canary's race or anything like that, like I don't mind, but can she have like why can't people just have the outfits? You know what I'm saying? Like,
really
because that cost me, you really are.
You really
Just like this tactical gear and
yeah, you know what I mean? I like put,
I don't
like,
know.
look like your character, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I know, like Jennifer Lawrence. I didn't watch any of the recent X-Men movies, but they
You
said
saved yourself time and brain.
I know. Well, you tried to convince me to watch Dark Phoenix when I was last here about a year ago. And
Did I try to convince you to watch it?
Well, I was just like, you know what, in time, whenever that is. But in any case,
I'm gonna look this up because I must have been a very different person.
you were probably drunk, but
that solid chance.
No, because we went to go see it, so that's
we did.
probably why.
Did you enjoy it?
Boy, it was bad.
I mean, I went in with zero expectations and preparing for it to be trash, and I had fun. Was it a good movie? No.
Okay.
But I had fun.
Here,
But
I'm sorry, continue.
That scene where Professor
Mate.
X gets dragged up the stairs.
That sounds funny, but
Yes.
that sounds like some Life Alert type.
It definitely was. It was very cruel.
Awful. But it was worth admission for that.
But
It actually was.
I read something online or something. I forget. But Jennifer Lawrence, who played Mystique, she put something in her contract. You know, we were talking about how they don't want to wear their costumes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these actors and actresses, they get to the point where I don't know if it's laziness, but they're like, yo, I don't want to sit in the chair for X amount of hours,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's like, I'm just gonna walk around, you know.
They also want people to see their face.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
But
they're
Black Canary
famous.
doesn't even wear, like, she basically wears like this leather jacket,
Yeah.
some short shorts, and fishnets or something like that.
Mhm.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's like
Yeah, but
did
who
say
wears
no.
that anymore?
Harley Quinn apparently.
Yeah,
There
true,
you go.
But she's crazy.
So
So-
DJ Lokari, you're gonna see this movie?
If I get,
There we go.
you know,
Mm.
I mean, I don't know if I would want to really. It's not something I'm gonna probably rush to the theaters to see, but I would probably make some time to go see it at some point.
There you go.
Margie, what's her face is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I like Margot Robbie as well.
Yeah, I love him. She's obviously gonna carry the movie, like without.
I
any
mean,
shadow of a
obviously,
doubt. I mean,
she's in the title.
and I do like
Certain characters in the
I'm still enjoying Harley Quinn, the animated series. So it'll be interesting to see how much they adapt from the cartoon to
Really enough.
this.
But
Thank you, DJ Lokari. Angele, what do you think of this?
The sentiment that they've shown all the best parts in the trailers. I don't trust movies anymore. Not that I ever did. I don't have that much of an attention span for things, but like a trailer like Jordan Peele does, like something like for Antebellum is like breathtaking, and it's all you need. So stop playing the funniest parts, the most action, like most colorful parts, like your big budget parts, like in the trailer. Like no.
I agree. Because movies nowadays, I know this is gonna come across as reckless, but they're just booty.
Yeah, it's very reckless of you.
Also, the only person I know that describes things as booty is Ashley A. Wilson, and I'm delighted every time I hear it.
It's just ugly, you know. But it's nothing like checking out with the 80s action film and just having fun, you know. We need to go back to those days. I can't really meet people on certain topics nowadays because I just don't take it in the content. But comics, movies, or whatever. I did enjoy Joker. Joker was on point.
Oh, and so that's
I didn't think it was
my other
great,
point.
but I
Yeah,
thought it was good.
it was. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and that's my other apprehension with this is like anything coming against that kind of
why
like
would you even?
zeitgeist. It's like how could you come against it now? Because I'm a big Batman head. Like that's my favorite superhero. But Joker really turned things around to where it's like, how I'm gonna root for Batman in the context of every drag of his. I missed this episode where y'all talked about Joker, but man, every drag of his cigarette, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? I swear, every watching the ash go. So yo, they in trouble because Todd Phillips freaked that. Like, oh my god.
But that's what the movie was supposed to do.
Oh, it did it.
I think
So
that's how
it
sympathy
did
for
it.
the devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that to mess with you.
And SNL letting us know that Batman was basically like beating up the weed man and stuff like that. And cracking their necks and
was
things
beating
like
up
that.
the
He
Somebody
was beating up the
definitely
weed
put
man.
out a meme that said like, or it was just like a photo somebody took from Twitter that said, "Imagine trying to sell an eighth to pay your rent, the Batman breaking your arm."
Yeah. So.
And he's like literally beating up on mentally ill people.
He really is.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, is it okay if he's mentally ill as well?
I don't know if Ashley was done with that.
That it does level things at least. I have to remember that too.
There you go. Ashley, did you have any more to say on? Do you feel like this is gonna be one of those like I can check out and just watch Harley Quinn hit people with a hammer and sniff cocaine?
I was thinking about Lemonade, Beyonce. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch Suicide Squad.
Oh, you didn't miss out.
You ain't missing nothing.
You can check out and just like watch. It's basically putties, like from Power Rangers. Like they're just like these random things that get killed.
Well, funny.
No.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not turned off by it. You know, I'm sure it'll cross my radar sometime soon.
Mm-hmm. Sometime in the next like 2 or 3 years.
It looks very pretty. I like all the colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a good color palette will definitely make a movie.
Speaking of 80s movies, I just realized that like Streets of Rage and Final Fight is based off of this movie
called Streets of Fire that you talked about.
Yeah,
last
you
week.
did last week.
I did talk about it last week.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Also, I looked it up. I've seen that movie a few times.
Really?
I believe that was the first.
It's so good.
One of the first appearances of Willem Dafoe. Was he in that movie?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
It's great.
Willem Dafoe, the best villain face in all of Hollywood.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Screening is coming soon for that.
What's coming soon?
I'm gonna do a screening for Streets of Fire very soon.
Oh dear lord.
Yes.
I'll show up.
It's interesting. I'll tell you that. So Birds of Prey, the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, is coming out February 7th, 2020. DJ Elokari sighed because he hates women.
What?
Don't forget that, ever listener.
Excuse me, what is happening?
I can't throw it. We can't talk about movie featuring women without me talking about how DJ Elokari hates women.
Excuse me.
It's a thing.
I'm curious. Can you elaborate?
I don't know, DJ Elokari. Why do you hate women?
Why do you hate women?
It sounds like you're projecting because he's confused.
What are we talking about here?
I haven't had a chance to ask DJ Elokari why he hates women in a long time. I just wanted to shoehorn that into the conversation. It's okay. It's fine. We'll get you help.
You got a sound effect for that? You got a response?
Do you?
I'll give you the.
There you go.
The fart noise.
So for our next movie, again we talked about it last week. Apparently, they came out with a new trailer that features the superpowers of some of these characters. Mind you, I don't really know who these characters are.
One of them's the fire thing.
One of them's Wolfsbane. I remember Wolfsbane from was she the one from X Factor? Am I wrong about this?
You are correct. I'm pretty sure.
Because they are the new mutants. I don't know.
Because they ain't no old mutants. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We knew.
Wow.
Right.
That went so much farther than I thought it was going to go. Yeah, so, there's Magic. There's Sunspot, Wolfsbane, other people. I don't know.
I'm so behind.
Everybody, but
you don't remember the New Mutants from the 90s?
No, I know the New Mutants. I just didn't watch the trailer yet.
Yeah, it's you're not missing the whole.
If you saw that trailer from like 3 years ago, you saw it's the same. You know what I mean?
This one, the one we're about to talk about, is slightly different. Like I said, they showed some superpowers. Also, it has been officially stated that this is going to be a part of the MCU.
No, it ain't.
So, well, apparently Disney said it. I don't know. I didn't look
They
up.
own it, man. Whatever.
I'll look up the article and see if that's actually what they said or if they're just saying this to get people to see the movie, which entirely possible.
Everybody next
Boom Boom and Cannonball.
Are they? You're looking at the
comic.
Yeah. This ain't the comic.
I know.
Even though I'm pretty sure the one lady is Moira McTaggart, but we'll get into it. DJ Elokari, let's start at 103.
I'm already there, player.
You're already at 103?
Yep.
Look at you. Ooh.
Nice killer.
Yeah, man.
All right. Here we go.
You said here we go. I got all excited.
Here, I'll do it, guys.
Right.
1, 2, go.
I always have to double check. What? Did it stop? We're never going to get this right.
Yeah, man, it sounds right.
This isn't a hospital. It's a cage.
Man, some powers.
It's important we find out your power.
There's a
so we can
barrier
help
involved.
You get better. I saw something I don't think she wanted me to see.
Oh, the door is changing colors.
I don't think we're here to get better. This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills you.
Oh, no.
She's like 45 now.
Right?
We can get out of this.
No, you can't.
Together.
Together after we make up. Man, look at that. That's the thing. There's the thing happening right there.
That's magic.
That's magic.
You think they're talking about getting out of trailer purgatory?
Is that where they were?
Wow.
Maybe they just want to get off the Fox
There's trailer
contract.
purgatory in New Jersey? So that's where I'm thinking.
What is this? I didn't see. Is this New Mutants you're playing?
The New Mutants, yeah.
Okay.
We don't need no education.
You think that's Amigos remix they playing?
Hey.
April 3rd, New Mutants will hit the screen after like 2 years of being delayed.
Oh, wow.
Actually, that's the same day that Resident Evil 3 remake drops. Not that it matters.
Oh,
but
I mean, that's where
I was triggered. Sorry.
That's definitely
like
where
much
people
cooler.
will be instead of seeing this movie.
Japan.
So I'm trying to figure out what this MCU thing is. Disney, according to the Digital Weekly, Disney's authentic D23 site coincidentally depicts the Fox of the New Mutants as another expansion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The title of this is New Mutants. Disney officials, this is how good I am at reading, folks. Disney officials accidentally label New Mutants as an addition to the MCU. So I guess it's not an MCU thing. I don't know. I don't know. But if it was, and if you were interested in the superpowers you saw, Steve, what'd you see this movie?
What was the one that was on Fox? The last Marvel show that was trash?
Legion?
No, not Legion.
Shit. What was it? It wasn't New Mutants. Generation X.
It wasn't Generation X.
It was.
It was.
Was it?
You talking about in the 90s?
No, I'm talking about
okay.
last year. Last year. Oh, that was FX. I'm talking about Fox. It was on. It was two teenagers. They had Blink was in it. The other. Oh my God, what was it called? But it looks about as high quality as that.
Like
also
WB
the same
show.
quality about as Runaways, but just like with an Instagram filter over it. So no, this looks like about hot garbage. You'll probably
nope.
They'll probably get me I won't go to the good AMC theater, but I'll go to the one all the way down North Avenue, the one that costs $7 and the floor is all sticky and whatnot.
Clean your shoes off after you walk out of there. You don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Especially if it's in the back of the theater. Careful back there.
Yeah, I'm not
Bring
excited
hand
about this.
sanitizer.
This looks like it's like they never learned their lesson from Fox. Never figured it out after X-Men 1.
Well, remember, this is, as I described it last week, the last floater of Bryan Singer's universe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That just won't flush down. DJ Alokari, you saw some superpowers in this. What'd you think of that?
Nope.
I mean, am I gonna see it?
If Jordan gives us free tickets. Now, he did give us free tickets to Dark Phoenix, and while we are very thankful for you considering us, I probably could have stayed at home.
Yo, man. Hey, speaking of which, we're going to go see Bad Boys 2 on Tuesday.
3 is the name of it. There you
Bad
go.
Boys 3.
A couple 2-3 bad boys, you know.
You know what I mean? I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I have the same feeling about this movie that I do for Dark Phoenix, honestly. And that's not good feelings at all.
Do you think it's going to be better than Dark Phoenix?
You know what? I am honestly not as excited about this movie as I was for Dark Phoenix.
You were excited for Dark Phoenix?
I'm more excited about Dark Phoenix than this. And that's mainly because it was like I had some type of invested interest in what Dark Phoenix could be. This is completely like
He said,
like this in particular, this movie has nothing that I can really latch on to. It has no characters that I have any real
Moira McTaggart, maybe. That's
I have no attachment to any of these characters. So it's like for me to want to go invest and spend my money to see some characters who most will absolutely not look like this at all if they do a second movie, right? Like they're supposed to be teenagers, man. I know these people are like dang on near grown at this point. Like
I don't know.
Full on
Arya
grown.
Stark still looks like a kid.
I mean,
Gifted is the Fox show according to Chris Duncan.
Gifted. Thank you, Chris Duncan.
Yo, man, like I sat through Titans. I have no desire to sit through this because this looks like a movie version of Titans. And if this is like anything going to be anywhere near what Titans did, I really don't want to see it. Like for real. It's like, all right, we're going to do a horror version of Generation X. And I mean like X-Force. I mean like that's kind of cool, except for you're already taking a risk on a new franchise that you're trying to build, but this franchise has like no weight under it because even if they were to bring these characters into the MCU, who cares? Like honestly, like
I don't know.
I want
Guardians
X-Men.
of the Galaxy.
I want actual X-Men. Guardians of the Galaxy worked because it was a comedy. You know what I mean? And it was basically a space comedy. It was something familiar.
Can I ask you this? If they had saved Domino for New Mutants instead of Deadpool,
Ooh, that would have been
man, that would have been so sad because I adore Domino.
But that gives me some type of that gives me a little bit of
Otherwise-
invested interest in this. You know what I mean? Because also the character of Domino is interest. You know, it's interesting. Has a Zazie Beetz would have been in it. That's none of these characters in this movie or any of the actors that I see in this film, besides the dude from Stranger Things and like
Stranger Things.
You know, other than that,
Stranger Things, yeah.
Like that's the only person that we would know. But now Stranger Things has moved on to Ghostbusters. Like so.
Oh, that kid, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
and that really bad Netflix movie.
Right. So I mean, like, so what is the gathered? Like, what is my interest at this point in 2020?
If
to make some money.
2017, I probably would have been more now because I was like, I'm getting it. I seen this person act. I seen, you know what I mean?
You're still watching Game of Thrones at this point, low key.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but now it's like all those shows are over. This particular movie features people that I really don't know or have any invested interest in. So it's like I can honestly skip this and feel okay about it.
I think that's what they want you to do.
Yeah, and you know, like. Wait for whenever they decide to bring X-Men into MCU or whatever.
Well, you're gonna be waiting a decade.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
Wow. Well, thank you, DJ Alokari.
Sorry.
Angele, Anise, how do you feel about the New Mutants?
Her voice is a superpower. I'm sorry. No, real talk. Like every time you address her, she's. I'm like, I like it.
Thank you. Luckily, I'm a prude. Anyway, it's too dark. I don't want to see it. I don't.
It does. The attempt was to make a horror movie.
But thank you as well. Actually, thank you.
We don't want to skip over it.
Yeah, sorry.
Is there anything in this that would make... Wait, you said you're not a fan of horror movies.
You know what? I have a new thing with horror movies. Again, shout out to Fire Stick. There's lots of random channels that show them. I will watch them. Now, the ones from the 80s, they get me with all the animatronics and all that stuff. That shit is so creepy G. But I'm very nearsighted, so I just take off my glasses. But I'll watch as much as I can. Like, I'm proud to say I sat through Hellraiser 2, pretty much.
That's a
bad adult
one.
Yeah, and also it's a bad one.
When it comes to the animatronics, when they actually go to hell, there's a lot of creepy looking stuff down.
Oh, yeah, but when he could, man, that sacrifice on the bed, that's just crazy. That's like, that's crazy. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
That's what she said the first time.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have a secret thing for horror, and I will explore it more when there's someone there to nurse my imagination, if you know what I mean.
Does the fact That's the fact that this is a PG-13 horror movie.
No.
Is
That
it?
haven't
It's
even
horror.
released.
New Mutant is a horror film.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, that's cool. I guess I can
Yeah.
see it being there. They get to take it there with so that's an attempt to really take it there with what the powers can do.
Mhm.
I respect that aim.
Yeah,
Right. It's
Because horror movies, there's no other horror movies that are doing that. And these are technically monsters in that case. So nobody really plays around in that arena.
Actually, there were Rob
But
Zombie
Del
made.
Toro, he made Guillermo.
I just
Yeah,
like I don't
Hellboy
know.
was definitely there.
I just want to see
Depends on
superheroes be superheroes. Like that's kind of it. Like rewatching a lot of the Marvel films, it was like, yo, like these movies had superheroes being superheroes. You know what I mean? Like Captain America is not just destroying stuff. Like he's actually saving people. You know what I mean? Like
If it's gonna fall short, it should be disruptive. So they are trying for their own lane.
Yeah,
I didn't know that part, so they get points for that. Because if it's really gonna just be like it was, it can never compare to that.
No, not at all.
They know it.
Not at all. It's just going to be another Dark Phoenix.
That part too, yeah. They
Yeah.
can't afford that.
It's not going to be. I mean, it's not going to be good anyway, but it would be even worse.
Yeah.
Ashley A. Woods, how do you feel? Did you ever read The New Mutants?
Nope.
Do you have any interest in seeing a PG-13 superhero horror movie?
No, because horror and PG-13 don't mix.
They really don't.
But you mentioned that superpowers are being used. It sounds like it will look pretty. I guess I would check it out. It sounds interesting. I haven't seen the trailer yet. But yeah, I say yes for now. I'll check it out.
Okay. Would you check it out? Would you pay to check it out?
At this point, I guess so, because I don't see myself buying it on DVD. So I'll probably just go to the show with some friends.
Okay. Well, that was a
worst
more...
case scenario. We could just laugh at it together.
Oh yeah. Definitely get high if you're going to see this movie. It's the only way this is going to be at all enjoyable. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a positive response out of anybody. Thank you.
I seen like an editor, side tangent on Twitter the other day say that he went to go see Cats on mushrooms. And
that was awesome.
The article was like so long, so I kind of like tuned out halfway through. But yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, well, if you're going to see a bad movie, folks at home, do drugs.
Yeah, at home, yeah. You don't want to be out in public.
Or get drunk and yell at the screen. I've done that a few times.
Yeah. I think Cats is gonna go up as a cult thing though, for sure.
It has to.
I only want to see it in the context of I didn't pay for this, and we're all here to make fun of it anyway. Yeah. And I think it would be like people were saying on Twitter too, is like if they put this on Netflix right now, it'll be the most watched thing. And I'm like straight up and down, it will be just to see it. And yeah,
I just want to see Idris Elba.
I hate that he's in it. I hate that he's actually in it.
Did you see the memes that had him and it said Black Panther?
No.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Awful.
So, folks, that was our trailer segment. I believe we have time for maybe one headline. We don't have a headline segment. Also, I don't know what these Negroes are doing, but they've been side.
I'm just doing math, dude.
It's true. It's very true.
So, Jared Leto is gonna try this superhero thing again. Why?
He is so mad at Joaquin Phoenix. He's just
Because he's a very small, jealous man.
He's so pressed. He wants you to get lost in his big blue eyes.
Isn't Jared Leto in that terrible band 30 Seconds from Mars?
Yes.
He is.
Yeah, whatever he does, he can keep it.
Listen, Jared Leto's his serious roles have been good. He was really good in Dallas Buyers Club. He was also really good in what was a really depressing movie?
Was he the lead?
Marlon Wayans. No, he wasn't the lead.
Yeah, exactly.
Requiem for a Dream. He did a great job.
He's mad talented. It's just like, yo, you don't have to be mad. Just be confident.
He did a better job. Just calm. It's a thing.
Just chill.
Well, it sounds like Jared Leto is gonna have something else to be mad about. I don't know if you all know who Morbius is, unless you watched the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s, or you're just that big of a Spider-Man fan. You probably don't know that Morbius is basically Spider-Man if he got bitten by a bat and he sucks blood through his hands.
Right.
Sony fine maker of superhero movies they are trying to build a Spider-Man villain universe. So they gave Morbius a whole movie. I'll tell you how good it is. Tyrese is going to be in it.
Oh. What more do you want from me?
my baby. Speaking of seeing babies, I'm going to pass the computer around and I'm going to show the people at home on YouTube what the first look of Jared Leto as Mobius looks like.
I mean, he looks like Mobius from the comics.
I'm trying to make it bigger.
Just show it.
I like the soul music playing.
Right, and it's okay.
Mobius looks like a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah.
It is going to be 2020. The makeup looks so bad. Like, it looks like Ivan Ooze.
Oh, you trying to say he look like a putty?
He not quite like a putty. Something slightly more important. Like one of the guys who Rita makes girl bigger.
Yeah, one of the bosses. Yeah, in the beginning, not the final.
Goldar episode 1.
Yeah, he looks akin to Goldar. He looks like a Japanese person put together a puppet face, and the mouth just like kind of moves up and down. There's nothing good is gonna come of this.
Did you make it deeper?
I think so.
Man,
that's all I got.
So Tyrese.
I'm gonna need you to chill, Elgin. Yo.
It's gonna turn this down so that I can think. Morbius is gonna come out whether we like it or not. The first look does not look good. Steve, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Steve is.
No, I'm looking at the cast
he's on camera.
I'm looking at the cast of Morbius right now.
This time, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm looking at Tyrese Gibson is definitely in his little chocolate head there, right there. We got Al Magical. He was a Daily Show correspondent at one.
There's the guy that was Doctor Who, wasn't he?
Who? Which one?
That one there. What's his name?
Wasn't everybody Doctor Who?
Yeah, everybody was Doctor Who. I never actually watched Doctor Who.
Will, what is it? Matt?
It looks like they wasted all their money on Jared Leto.
What's the name?
Oh, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
It looks like they really pulled the budget out just to get Jared Leto, lock in Jared Leto, because we got Matt Smith. I guess he's doing numbers. You know what I mean?
People know who he is.
All right, I don't
know.
They
got Tyrese,
All right, but
I'm sure that Tyrese probably doesn't.
I don't know
cost that
who.
much right now.
I don't know who Adria Arjona is.
They got the one guy that he always plays an angry
She's
British
just a model.
guy.
She's just a model.
Go back.
I'm back. It's taking some time.
What's the angry British guy's name?
He's
always a villain and he's always yelling at the hero. Like it seems like he's good and then he's
Jared
not good.
Harris.
Is that his name?
This guy?
What else was he in?
I got you.
DJ Elokari, what do you think of this? Wow.
I mean,
also we got
Sony,
4 minutes.
Sony's gonna try to milk as much money as they possibly can while they still have Spider-Man.
Jared, who?
I feel like it's also just being like, as much, I mean, whatever. They're gonna do it. It's nothing I can say about it. Am I excited for it? No. Villain. I had fun with Venom.
Venom was cool, and I think the second was gonna be cool.
I had fun with it. It was a stupid.
Tom. Oh, go ahead.
It would have been one of those movies that would have been perfect in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like stupid action movie. Now Mobius.
It's like you said with the 80s movies, how you can just kind of check out.
Yeah, it didn't take itself too seriously.
No,
not at all.
Now with Mobius,
he even calls himself kind of a nerd. Venom calls himself a nerd. I don't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know. Mobius, I'm not really excited for it. It's another one of those movies where like they're trying to make something happen with a character that no one really cares about. You
I was
know what
gonna
I mean?
say I would love to know who is excited about this.
I mean, honestly,
why wouldn't you just go with Dr. Octopus?
That would be cool because I don't know. It's just I don't know.
They couldn't get the rights.
They own
the rights.
I don't know.
They own
the rights. Just throwing stuff out there.
I will say this though, like in regards to Jared Leto and Jared Leto and the whole Joker thing. If they would have did what I
we're
thought,
going into another subject and we got 2 minutes.
Okay, fine. I don't care about Mobius.
Thank you, DJ Elokari. Angele, Anise, what do you think of?
I have no idea what's happening. Just in terms of the content, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I agree. He does look like one of the earlier in the episode bosses of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Even like Big Bad Beetleborgs, I feel like he would fit better into like maybe not even Power Rangers level, but
now
like,
I'm interested.
Yo, I think we're gonna get the actual trailer on Tuesday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
They said they were supposed to be showing it in Bad Boys too.
Oh no.
Yes, we might be getting it, man.
Yeah.
We might be getting it.
I'm searching
we'll
the
look
dark
forward to that. Ashley, did you watch the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s?
Yeah, so I know who you're talking about from childhood.
Felicia.
Yo, but I did not see the latest trailer.
It hasn't
They
come
haven't
out
showed
Oh, they
it.
haven't.
Did you show Did you see the picture?
image? Yeah, you showed me the picture.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the whole Power Rangers thing,
Mhm.
but I think he looks just like how I remembered him growing up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I thought they might update him a little bit.
Why?
But that's the thing. Like
know.
we always complain about how we want things to remain faithful, and then as soon as they make changes, it's like So I think it's cool. He still looks the same. Who is acting as him again?
Jared Leto.
Oh, well, you know what? He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
Depending on what he's at.
I didn't see him as Joker though, so.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you didn't.
That
Oh,
was
you
a
didn't
mistake.
see Suicide Squad.
But at the same time, that's a totally different character than Mobius. So that's not fair.
I will say he put his all into.
He puts all into everything. Doesn't mean he can pull it
Apparently, he was sending people used condoms and dead animals.
I heard that, and that's sick.
Will Smith was like, "I do not like Jared Leto. I don't like him at all."
I would have to sage my trailer if that was the case.
Go get some spirit worker to pour
like,
dirt on the ground so Jared Leto can't get in.
What kind of vibe you on?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the Joker. He's a comic book character, dog. Sit down.
I'm like,
and he did such a bad job.
You're the method actor, not me.
Yeah, mess. All right. So, folks at home, we are going to go into our second music break of the evening. DJ L.O. Carr is going to hit you. DJ L.O. Kari is going to hit you. Not DJ L.O. Carr. That's a whole different person. It's going to hit you with some hits. DJ L.O. Kari. What hits is you going to hit them with?
Our friend Mo Beats just dropped another track. It's called Mo Speaks.
Nice.
I'm going to play it. This will be my first time listening to it. Let's get it.
Shout out to Mo Beats. He's going to be on the show in March, I think.
Tight.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get him and TJ on the same show.
Tight.
You're listening to BlurdDotRadio, BLURDDOTRADIO. We will be back at 9 o'clock with our sponsored shot, and I haven't really figured out what game we're going to play, but we'll play one.
Oh, let's do it. Can there be shots involved?
Yep.
Of course.
Okay.
But of course.
I'm going to lose. No, I'm kidding. Too competitive for that.
On purpose.
BlurdDotRadio. We'll be back. Don't go nowhere.
BlurdDotRadio.
You getting your math right?
Yes.
Y'all trying to buy drugs?
Yes. I never remember what an ounce and a three, what the difference is. I never.
Oops.
With this voice that I use, so abused, with the shit I produce.
BlurdDotRadio.
I think it's time for me to speak and I don't need to tweet. Motherfucker, I'm a beast, I speak melodies, and I use my own dope techniques in order to succeed. Just hear my speech and let me plant some seeds as I proceed. Since I was just a shorty, watching roly-poly, authority spoke for me, had control over my story. I'm secretly up early, my room's Dexter's laboratory. My homies told me speak your glory, just so mandatory. From monotone town and my soul brother named Orangabashi. The homie Grim and Ralph, Zilla, Specs and shout out Louis. From Hello Kari, my homegirl Sultry and Complex Theory. TJGT and Malo, yes I pay my homage clearly. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go and break some rules with this voice that I use. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go off and get loose with this hit I produce. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go and break some rules with this voice that I use. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go off and get loose with this shit I produce. This mind can finally speak, I break some rules, my mouth I use. I love making my beats, I feel so good, the fingers bruised. I use my kicks with clicks, they piercing like a harpoon. But now my voice has peaked, I'll try and conquer iTunes. I started off with Fruity Loops, then switched to Good Old Reason. All I wanted to produce was dope shit every season. All the beats that they don't use, I take them out the freezing. I grill them on these high bars, I guarantee they potent. From Common Sense to Cher Nazir, Justin Timberlake. My range is everywhere, my ears don't discriminate. I love Punk and Lil Jon and 3-6 Mafia. Sometimes it's Funk and Daft Punk on the regular. I'm from the motherland, you know her as Miss Africa. No African jokes, please, you better start respecting her. From Ethiopia to Eritrea and Kenya. Now I'm in Chi-Town, it's my town, this is new hip-hop baila. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go and break some rules with this voice that I use. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go up and get loose with this hit I produce. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go and break some rules with this voice that I use. My thumb is bruised and my fingers so abused, yeah. I'm about to go up and get loose with this shit I produce. Yeah. Welcome to my hip hop baila. I say, white Anise, I say,
and only I could walk away, and only I can make you pray, and only I have words to say, and only I can make you run, and only I was having fun, and only I had just begun, and only I was in the sun, and only you can make it true. The thought of me loving you, I try my best to make it through.
BlurdDotRadio.
But my heart of stone was the proof. But only if you're by my side, everything will be alright. But only I shouldn't have lied. Only if you'll be alright. We shouldn't have to go there. So sad I had to go there. Was hoping not to go there with you. Now what do I do? Didn't mean to hurt you. Wrong choice of words, ooh. I'm all alone when I'm not around you. Ooh, can we just skip this part? Can we go back to the start? Please let me just steal your heart. Please let me love you. Not talking about the same old shit. I know it, but this life is a bitch. Please let me have one more kiss. Please let me love you. Only I was in the rain, and only I caused you pain, and only I called you names, and only I should feel ashamed, but only you can make it true. The thought of me loving you, I try my best to make it through, but my heart of stone was the proof. Forgive me, yeah. Forgive me, yeah. Oh, 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 and oh, and oh, and oh.
You arouse me without saying a thing or even looking my way. Hey, don't say what you wanna do. It's better when I can just read the expressions on your face. Yes, yes. 'Cause when they put two people together like us, daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Ooh, when the lights are right and it's just me and you, let's get vulnerable. You're sensitive to the touch. There's no need for words when actions speak volumes. I love the way you blush. I love the way you blush. You love the way I know. You love the way I know. Exactly what you want. I want exactly what you want. You think I'm magical. You think I'm magical. That's only half the crush. That's only half the crush. The other half's animal. Hey baby, I love the way you blush. I love the way you blush. Yeah, blush. You love the way I know.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hi.
Didn't even start to say it.
I know. I was waiting for it, but I was like, all right. Ooh.
I was adjusting my chair. You are listening to BlurdDotRadio. Now we've reached that point in our show, that magical place where we are going to take our sponsored shot of the evening.
Oh yes.
We are sponsored liquor-wise by CH Distillery, who supplies us with cases of Jeppson's Malort.
Oh, it's such a great. Oh my god.
Jeppson's Malort is, what was it? Swedish? Bavarian? Swedish.
How do you say it, Steve?
What?
Oh hell no!
The name of there's a name for what this is. We're just gonna call it liqueur.
It's a digestive.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, digestive. Nice, I like that.
Digestive. It works. I'm mad at the DMX part. Go to CH Distillery's new location in Pilsen. They have lots of live shows.
Oh, that.
They have a lot more than Malort. Don't let this turn you off. Perfect. All right. So we are going to do the shot toast that I have stolen from E40. It goes, I am not above you.
Oh yes.
I am not below you.
Bow.
I am right here with you.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bow, 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 bow.
Stop doing that. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
It's still in there. You taste it for a while.
Should have said that first.
It's beautiful.
About to drop that booty word again.
Listen, if anybody's booty tastes like this, see a doctor. Immediate.
I'm doing my shot now. Hold on.
There it is. So
you're not really here with us if you're doing it now.
See?
Ooh.
See? messed up the whole unity of the moment.
I'm sorry, I gotta smack my lips at least like 10 more times.
Maybe 20.
Ooh, that shit nasty.
It really is. It really and truly is. It's a unique botanical, is how they describe it on their website.
Nice.
Yeah.
For two-fisted drinkers, you're supposed to drink your beer immediately after so you can forget about it.
I thought that's for drinkers that fight a lot.
Same, one and the same.
Either one, bottle in both hands because you're in a fight. So we are going to play a game, guys. I never really named this game, so I'm just going to call it either or. I wrote a bunch of prompts on note cards, and I'm going to ask each of you which of these two prompts you would pick over the other prompt, I guess is the way I'll explain it. All right. First one. Everybody here has watched commercials, right?
I try not to watch them.
Everyone's watched commercials, you say?
Yes. Before we had a choice, like before the internet, when we just have to watch commercials.
Okay.
Has
According
everybody?
to Kanye, we've always had a choice.
That's
Don't
true.
say that name on the show.
I was
So
gonna say
the
who,
first-
who listens to Kanye?
That sound
but-
like a choice.
Who are you talking about? The first prompt is have we all seen the Jack Link Sasquatch commercial?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
The Jack Link, you haven't seen it?
Why are you apologizing? What's up?
I spoke for you. It's just like if he asked you as a lady, you can say no. I was just like, yeah, we seen it.
It's people trying to trick a Bigfoot.
Oh, and the doing thing, yeah.
Yeah, they trick him with beef jerky, and then he like ends up like brutally killing someone at the end of the commercial.
So wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Do you
So
watch them?
the Jack Link's sausage, the Jack Link's Sasquatch versus Slim Jim's Macho Man Randy Savage. Steve.
I know.
The like silly person in me wants to go with the Sasquatch, but I'm going with Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
DJ Elo Curry.
Man, I'm
Mind
gonna
you,
go.
we didn't plan that. People.
Nah. I'm going with Macho Man Randy. Ooh yeah, savage.
I'm gonna say I think that Macho Man could take a Sasquatch.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, give him the elbow drop, stand on the branch of a redwood tree,
Come on now.
like 80 feet up.
Yeah, give him the elbow drop.
Give him the elbow. Also,
From
on
a
camera,
redwood.
I just knocked my headphones off because maybe that shot sunk in faster than I
Yeah,
thought.
that was a real shot.
That's nice.
That was a real shot.
That means I was like 3 inches away from punching myself in the head.
Yo, man, this Sasquatch is like frightening though.
He's a Sasquatch.
Like flat out, he is frightening
It's
though.
not gonna be a cute Sasquatch. That's not. Harry and the Hendersons wasn't even a cute Sasquatch. Angele,
Ah, man.
how do you feel?
The beautiful caveat with the Sasquatch is it's like a Frankenstein moment. So they get him to do sweet stuff, and then they aggravate him, and he destroys things. So I think with Randy, Macho Man being like, it's a game. He's serious, but it's a game. I think Sasquatch could really take it there, though. He could really take it there, and he wouldn't be able to talk himself out of the Sasquatch's anger.
I don't know, man. If you've ever seen Macho Man Randy Savage's Cream of the Crop interview.
Oh, I'm not, but he is my OG favorite. He is my WWF.
Oh, he's my very
childhood
favorite
favorite
of all time.
I would have to say.
You can't beat the man.
All those colors and friends.
Michigan. It's a day that I'm certain my guest at this time will not forget.
DJ Elo Curry, there's already people talking.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Listen, at home, if you have not seen the Cream of the Crop wrestling talk, it is by far the greatest thing you will ever see in your life. Ashley A. Woods, Macho Man or Sasquatch? I think everybody.
I say Randy because of the tightness and how he talks. I think he might have a stronger bite than the Sasquatch. I think his jaws might be
He's
stronger.
got that's that Coke jaw.
How do we know that they're not the same person though? Like flat out.
Because one's hairier.
I mean, maybe because the height. I don't know. It's the difference in the bite.
To the top. Oh yeah. Macho Madness, yes, got more to offer.
Ashley, you were saying.
Oh yeah.
So Ashley, you're going for Macho Man?
Yeah, just as a wrestling fan.
Okay. So I am also going for Macho Man.
Come on, man.
Because listen, man, he was also Space Ghost Granddad.
Yeah.
On the episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast,
And also he
featuring
wear-
Raven Simone.
And also he wears
What?
What?
It was a real thing.
I feel like I've seen this, but I would love to see that
Listen,
again.
man,
That
it
was
was
straight
he was
left.
he was Space Ghost grandpa, who was a pro wrestler who also fought Moltar's dad. And Raven Simone was the guest. And at some point, they asked her like, "Raven, do you have any superpowers?" And she's like, "I can bend my hand back like this." And what's his name? Macho Man as Space Ghost Granddad goes, "Don't you raise a hand to me, little missy. I'll put you in the figure 4 leg lock." And Raven Simone's just like, "What? What's happening?" It's amazing.
I've met Michael Jackson. I've
Nurple, Nurple, Jerry Belly, oh
yeah!
You still with me? Turn off
So-
the flip, bro.
Straight nasty.
Everybody at home, 2 things. You have homework. Watch the cream of the crop, Macho Man, Randy Savage interview, and then watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast, where Macho Man plays Space Ghost Granddad. It's the best episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast ever.
Who's Space Ghost with a beard?
Yeah.
Like, it's too
Oh no,
good.
wait, I'll pull up a picture.
It's too good.
Can that constitute as a motivational video, the cream of the crop speech?
If you want to rise to the top, yes. Also, he does a lot of like sleight of hand magic tricks for no reason.
Who comes against the
pretty
mat and watching their eyes roll back in their head like they're some kind of little freak?
No.
Pretty good. So that was 3 for Macho Man, 2 for Sasquatch. I think Macho Man wins that round. Proud of that.
It's because he's white.
Wow, yeah.
It's because he's white. Who said that?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, is Sasquatch not white? Because he's like hairy and
No.
doesn't have lips.
He's definitely oppressed.
Yeah, look at
He has to hide.
Yeah.
And he's aggravated into his power. Like, yes.
I always assumed that the Sasquatch was like an evolutionary like mutant without, like of man, you know what I mean? So like if the first man was the Asiatic black man,
Brother.
my
Okay.
brother.
Anise, how do you feel about that?
80s Care Bears versus 80s My Little Pony.
I don't think there's a 90s
I never was exposed to My Little Pony. And I know now that there's some things that my mom was just like, no, I'm not going to show them that because they'll want that. I get that. Shout out to me
Smart
learning.
mom.
Shout out to me learning guitar. She's a Virgo. Shout out to me learning guitar years later. In spite of asking for one for Christmas, she's just like, I'm not dealing with that. Anyway,
My
the
mom is-
Care Bears, G. I was not exposed at all to the ponies, but the Care Bears, the feels that the Care Bears give you. Like once they go through some stuff, and they also sometimes be accosted from my memory, and you'd be like, why don't you beat them up like on some Babysitters Club stuff? They would never do anything. It's just like, you can't ruin this person's life. You could not kill
No, they
them,
would
but
just do the
you
Care
could
Bear
harm them.
stare.
But they'll be like, no, but the feels on the Care Bears, nothing compares. Nothing compares.
They
I'll
care.
have to get into My Little Pony, I don't know, but I love the names and the categories. I really get into that sort of thing. So the ponies, there's potential there, but I know my mom was like, I'm not buying her that.
I'm not gonna let you see this because I know the scheme.
Yeah,
I know what you all
she
are
really did. I'm gonna ask her about that. Like,
No.
yo,
DJ Alokari.
Man, if we're talking the 80s, then it has to be the Care Bears. My Little Pony wasn't doing anything that had to do with fighting back then.
I actually don't know what they
the
were
beef
doing.
is. Yeah, and I don't know what the beef
I
is
don't
in
remember.
Equestria. I don't. It's probably some social skill things. But
Was it actually called Equestria? Or
That's
did you just make that up?
no. That I do know. I think it's Equestria is their land.
That makes sense in Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So DJ Alokari, you're voting for
I'll
the
look
Care
that
Bears?
up.
I mean, yeah.
Steve.
Come on, son.
So I'm gonna go with Care Bears because Care Bears were hard. You know what I mean? They were like
horde. You gotta say it with that LA.
Horde.
Like, look at the little tiger bear, son.
Yo, dude, I don't know what it was like. They had adversity. You know what I mean? Like they had actual adventures. My Little Ponies, they just be cute. And I remember one time I was in a store and I was watching this little boy go lose his mind over a My Little Pony doll, like just losing his mind. And I was like, wait,
was this recently?
This was recently.
Yeah, like the new My Little Pony.
Yo,
the
dude.
Dragon Ball My Little Pony.
My Little Pony today. Now they will win today.
Yeah, that's DBZ My Little Pony.
Okay.
Maybe if we all expose our tummies, we can prevent the Iran versus U.S. war.
Wow.
Maybe we can prevent World War III.
If we all just show off.
We show our bellies.
Show our guts.
Well, be careful with those choice of words.
Show the guts.
I mean, I'm down. You know, my stomach goes over my belt loop, but I'll show it. So Steve, that is.
Oh yes, Care Bears all day gang.
There it is. I also have to vote for the Care Bears because they had a movie.
Yeah, Care Bears had a movie.
They had a whole movie. How can you deny that? So the official BlurdDotRadio argument has been settled, listener. Care Bears all day. Care Bears 2020.
All day. Real bears.
We need a new Care Bears thing with some beats.
I thought that's what DJ Locari was going to play. Since he's really good at finding like trap versions.
Yo, this song kind of hot though.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, and they had music, yeah?
Yo, Care Bears all day.
It's probably like Roy Ayers or something like that. You know what I mean?
You say Roy Ayers. This is not Roy Ayers.
I can't go into battle with this though.
If I was an MMA fighter, this is what I would come out to.
Just troll everybody.
All right, we got more show to do.
Right, that's that. How you gonna have a lion bear though? That don't make no sense. Like, how you gonna be a lion and a bear?
Because he's a lion
That's
and a bear.
true. I just thought about him.
A bion?
Do I have to explain genetics to you?
It's like
I'm just saying though.
It's like a
Who's that, a
liger.
bion?
Can he just be like a stuffed lion? All you gotta be a stuffed lion bear. Like, he look just like the birds, except he got a long nose.
All right, here's a good one. Meteor Man or Blade? Ashley Wood.
Yo, come on now. Why you gotta do that?
I mean, they're
Who would
not
win
in
in
the
a
same
fight?
world. Oh, what?
In a fight?
Pow.
Blade. Oh,
You say?
I skipped the line. What? He can just cut his head off. Like, Meteor Man's like killing people. And his powers didn't last. Blade's always got his powers.
If they fought on the day he got his powers.
Meteor Man had the community.
No, I think Blade is good. It's one of those robot chicken moments where you think like, yeah, and then like Blade quietly like 5 stars him in the neck and he's bleeding out. He like slinks off. Like that's how quick Blade could get rid of Meteor Man.
Meteor Man got shot and healed himself. DJ Locari, you showed this movie last year.
Yeah.
We had extensive conversations about Meteor Man. What were Meteor Man's powers? He had like telekinesis.
Oh, he could read.
Yeah, he can touch a book and gain
Learn
all
the thing, yeah.
learn everything that's in the book.
Also, listener
he
at
can
home,
fly.
I'm pretty sure this is a song from the Blade soundtrack.
It is.
Very European. that soundtrack.
Very much so.
Damn it.
He's super strong. Like, he's invulnerable to pain. For a certain amount of time, but he needs time to heal. We've never seen him get his. I'm guessing since he can dodge bullets, then that means like a sword wouldn't hurt him. Yeah,
I mean, mind you, I think the Blade, can vampires dodge bullets?
Yes.
I don't think anybody dodged a bullet in Blade. Like, they may have run from it, but they couldn't like Neo away from bullets.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whereas Meteor Man can catch bullets in his hands.
Yeah, he can, but his hands do bleed.
Yeah.
But that was because his powers were waning. See, that's why this is a good discussion.
And Blade.
Because no one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody really knows what Meteor Man can do.
Right, he kind of has like a bit of everything.
All right, I'm gonna read what it says when Marvel Comics made Meteor Man. Ashley, did you have something to say before?
I was just about to take it super extra and think about what if Meteor Man was on some Sephiroth shit and just like summoned Meteor.
I don't know if he can call down meteors from the sky. He can't do a.
You said we don't know all that he can do.
This is true. I don't know if he can do a Uchiha move and just like throw a meteor at you.
On some Madara shit.
Yeah.
Double meteors.
Here's what it says on Wikipedia: superhuman strength, speed and hearing, flight, X-ray vision, laser vision,
Sorry, go
super
ahead.
breath, invulnerability, telekinesis, healing powers, weather manipulation, because he did make those plants grow randomly. Ability to communicate with dogs, temporarily absorb books content and via physical content, and to imbue fertility.
Oh wait, you almost forgot.
What does that mean?
That means we outbreed the white male skin.
Nigga, please.
We almost forgot.
Brexit.
Listen, Meteor Man may not be able to make you pregnant, but he can probably make you more fertile so that
On some Jesus
when
shit.
the deed when the deed happens, it'll happen. The ability to imbue fertility, I feel like that's why he would win, and I don't know the
You
exact
just
reason
make,
why.
Blade pregnant.
Oh my god.
Go sit down for 9 months.
Or when he had sex with the one lady's what was she on? She was the sister from Fresh. That
But
said,
that
listen,
was-
if you can find this quote when she's like, "I ain't nothing but a crackhead hoe."
Wait, what?
Yeah, I remember
From Fresh.
I'll never forget
So
that part of
bad.
the movie, man.
I was just like, why'd they make her say
Why'd
that?
they make her say that?
Yeah, the lady that played the one that got bitten that he had to free from being bitten because that's what he did.
right.
I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out. I think Meteor Man would win if it was within like 48 hours of him getting his powers. Because after that, he just kind of dies. And Eddie Griffin would help.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Steve, what do you think?
Meteor Man and Blade. Blade's coming at you, dude. He's coming at you with not just a sword. He might pull out the chopper on you. You know
He
what
didn't
I
have
mean?
an AK.
He'll-
Actually, he had some weird modified vampire shooting weapon.
There you have it.
But what if it was like a prolonged battle and Blade needed his injection?
That is a very good observation. Because both of them have powers that would run out. Even though if Meteor Man's powers ran out, Blade would suck his blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So in that
He's
way, Blade
exactly.
would-
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a way to equalize him. Blade is always a superhero. Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, Meteor Man can manipulate the weather. Like he's like Storm. And he can imbue fertility.
I don't know.
He can
That's
just
tough.
make plants kill Blade.
I
He
feel
probably
like
can't. Let me not throw that out.
Blade is way more ruthless than Meteor Man.
Listen, Bill Cosby was in Meteor Man.
What's your point?
When we're talking about ruthlessness. Bill Cosby clearly doesn't care enough about anything. You think he's a kingpin in jail?
Nah, man. You know,
That's
Like,
his
he's like
answer
telling-
to
He
fertility.
cares if your pants are down.
It's only okay because you said it.
Oh, you fertile? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I would personally go for Blade just because.
Oh, I had to check out for a second. What'd you say?
I would personally go for Blade just
I'm
because I feel like you would be more ruthless. Just honestly.
Well, in the last minute that we have, I'm gonna stick with Meteor Man because he could do a lot of stuff. You know, he made the earthquake at some point. Sometimes you get hit by a meteor for no reason, and bam. In Washington, D.C., you fix your neighborhood.
Yeah.
So many old black people. You know what?
Nobody danced go-go.
Blade had nobody dance go-go. Meteor Man has so many old black people with him that I'm sure they have some sort of vampire cure.
Yeah, like you know
like
what? That's,
somewhere
you know,
between
that's the way Meteor Man would
garlic.
win.
Yeah.
he would take the vampirism out of Blade.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you have an affliction. He'll like touch him in his stomach.
Put some tussin on it.
Blade versus the Care Bears.
Oh, that would be sad.
Oh nah, Blade would destroy the Care Bear.
No, because Blade has a heart, so they can just be, Heart Bear could be like, but wait, Blade, and he'd be like, you know what? I shouldn't be killing teddy bears. Killing Ewoks is wrong. I'm gonna go. So, folks, we are in the shout out portion.
Are we there already?
We are there already. It didn't. The shots of Malort were powerful.
They got me to the spot.
I'm a little sweaty.
I've been there, baby.
I'm going to give a shout out to Melvin Brooks and Ricardo Jackson that run our Facebook page. I'm going to give a shout out to Kid Mental, aka Jerome Jones II, who does. He did all of our drops. He did our outro. We wouldn't be what we are today if it wasn't for Jerome. Just doing all this stuff for free. Check him out on Patreon, Kid Mental.
Yeah.
KIDMENTAL. Give him some money. He'll also make you a theme song. Steve, who you got?
Everybody who loves everybody. Elgin, what's next?
Yeah.
It's literally.
I was waiting for Mike to say something.
What you got?
Shout outs to I should probably shout out the people that we played today. So I wasn't correctly ready yet. So first off, shout outs to Angele, Anise for making such amazing music. Shout outs to everybody here at BlurdDotRadio. How does it say his name? Mathan? Mathian, yeah.
Yes, Chris Mathian.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought Mathian was his first name, and I was gonna be like, I thought he was white.
He actually is, and his first name is Chris. Oh, you get it? Yeah.
Mathian, you are cold, son.
He's ice cold, bro.
I'm absolutely about to be like listening to the rest of this album. Like,
we got 50 seconds.
Also, shout outs to Mo Beats. Shout outs to Ness Heads. Shout outs to Brandon Holmes. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for making Michael Holmes making great music.
And Adam Ness. Yes.
And Adam Ness, who we need to get on the show. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, yes. You got access to the calendar. Just look up a free date.
I'm gonna hit Adam up. That's it.
Angela Anise, who do you want to shout out?
Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Good Blooded Americans. And shout out to Michael at an art show. I hope to come to more of your art shows. And yeah, that's all. I'm out the way.
Wait, did you come to the last art show?
I did not. I was out of town, but I saw that it was there.
I tuned out for a second as I was opening a beer, and I just heard Mike and art show, and I was like, oh, wait, were you at the Hyde Park?
Yeah. Next time, yeah.
Blank House Gallery. I have a show that I'm going to drop off work for February 9th. Stay tuned for that. Hopefully, I sell all the stuff and make all the money.
Yay! Bye.
I believe in that.
And then I can start my coke habit. I'm not kidding. Ashley A. Woods, who you want to shout out?
Shout out to the world, because we gonna make it. It doesn't matter as much as you think it does.
There you go.
And everything is transient.
Yes.
There you go. It's all temporary, folks. It really is, because you die. It's a thing. Thank you for listening and or watching most of the show on YouTube. We will be back next week with I never have this answer queued up like I should. Give me a second. Just 1 second. 2 seconds. 3 seconds.
Mike is 9:30.
This is
Or you do not get to yell that.
Borrowed time.
Almost
9:31.
No, the people after us will wait. It's fine. Also, hopefully they're standing out there and they heard me say, you can wait. Next week, we're going to have Ace Da Vinci and a rapper named Kato San. You know him? Yeah. Sweet.
Shout out to Ace.
That's one of the first guests to ever hit us up and say, hey, I'd like to be on your show. So, next week, Kato San. Ace Da Vinci if he doesn't cancel. Love, peace, hair grease. Get out of here. Get out of here and read a book.
Bye.
BlurdDotRadio, 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 BlurdDotRadio.